Typical square wave progression, increased frequency, versus radiant energy design. Radiant energy flows inversely proportional to our signals. The longer our T on, the more energy we consume. Radiance enters in our T off times, therefore shortening them reduces her flow. Radiance works better when we spend less energy. When applying consistent signals to coil over time, there is a momentum of saturation in our flow. At this point, our required input reduces considerably. UFO politics. Our first pulse. After a sequence over time of oscillations, where comparison of both electromagnetic force had reached its peak in oscillations, Hertz. First radiant energy response, where radiant energy pulsations, Hertz, have gone over our electromagnetic Hertz values, after saturation of both electromagnetic forces, monitored with a fluorescent lamp for better tracking. Oscillations remain constant over time, maintaining a 50% of T on, T off, then radiant energy flow occurs in avalanche, meaning a rush into our system according to load demand. Then primary electromagnetic field should increase according to load request. Network of signals communication. This process of our signals versus radiant energy response must be monitored through high-level communication to regulate signaling properly according to demand, unless we have a huge capacitor tank, reservoir, to store this type of electricity. D3, D4 are set to kill induced hot electricity on secondary. All diodes fast switchers rated to VCC specs. Coil core recommended to be crystallized steel tubing, hollow center. Polarity set as reference only, in order to understand that both, primary-secondary are wound in same direction. Coils specs. Primary, preferably a bifilar in parallel, where number of turns and gauge rated according to motor, coils per commutator segment to brush, resistance. Based on quadrant of coil interactions depending on type of winding/brush number. For example, lap wound, series. Secondary, to be wound as a layer on top of primary, separated by high temperature tape paper. Same gauge and exceed number of turns by percentage desired.